Hey guys, it's Monday, so that means a new challenge rift has dropped. Let's see what Blizzard gave us this week. We should be playing a Necro. Let's get in there and check it out. Sometimes the Necro builds can be super powerful, super crazy fast. Let's see if we got something with movement speed this week, or if we're gonna slow walk the rift like usual. But without further ado, let's get in there and check this challenge rift out. All right, guys, as soon as we get in the rift, let's click on our soul mirror and see what we're working with. It looks like we have Inarius 6-piece on this week, which is basically just going to give us a flat damage buff to almost any of our skills. Dainty's Binding is going to give us damage reduction if we have enemies cursed. Everything else, we got the Bone Spear, the Simulacrum Bracers. Those are one of the new items this season. What else do we have? We got Bone Stacks increased. We have the Haunted Visions next, so our simulacrums are going to last forever and duplicate. That's kind of cool. Crisbin Sentence for those chill effects. Do we have a Traveler's Pledge on? We do. A Bane of the Trap, sorry. We have a Bane of the Trap gem in, so that'll proc our Crisbies. Requiem Seraplate for Essence. Relina Shadowhook. So this should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We got a Scythe of the Cycle. As long as we have Bone Armor, we're going to do more damage. Relina Shadowhook, as long as we have more Essence, we're going to do more damage. So this should be pretty straight up. If we look at the skills, actually, we have Grim Scythe, we have Bone Armor, Bone Spear, 2 auras, so we don't have to worry about those in Simulacrum. So the way this is going to play pretty easy this week. We're going to walk into the Rift, and you're going to Simulacrum instantly to get your clone out. Then what you want to do is we need to get stacks of Bone Armor. You're going to be really, really squishy this week without your stacks of Bone Armor. If you don't have them, you're going to die. So you're going to get a group of enemies, and you're going to Bone Armor on them. You see I did all that? We got 6 stacks. This is the duration of your Bone Armor, the little buff right above the counter. And then this is the cooldown, is the actual icon itself. So when it's off cooldown, as long as you hit a single enemy, it refreshes all of your stacks. So make sure that you're hitting guys and keeping your Bone Armor up. If you're dying, this is probably the reason why. Keep your Bone Armor to 15, I think, is max stacks. We'll see when we get in the Rift. Other than that, your Grim Scythe, which is your left click, is going to do some pretty good damage, and your Simulacrum is Bone Spear is going to do really good damage as well. You can pretty much melee things in range, and then you can Bone Spear things and kill them for like elites and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get in. Let's check this challenge rift out. As soon as we get in the rift, like I said, we're going to Simulacrum. We're going to try to gather up a whole bunch of enemies, and we're going to Bone Armor on them. I got 13 stacks off that initial one. That's not too bad. We'll roll with that. And then other than that, we're just going to run through the rift, and we're going to keep shooting enemies and swiping at enemies and keep using our Bone Armor. I see my Bone Armor stacks are at 15, so it looks like that's probably going to be the max. As soon as we get to this elite, I just Bone Speared him one time, and he flopped over dead. So damage this week should be pretty easy. Again, if you're getting one shot or you're taking damage and dying, more than likely it's because of that Bone Armor. You should be pretty damn tanky with it. Again, as soon as that elite, that champion flew over to me, I just Bone Speared him and one-shot him. So as long as your Simulacrum's hitting him, it should be crazy damage. You know what, and the Simulacrum bonus damage might be part of the new set, so maybe I'm confusing my sets, but Bone Spear is doing some pretty good damage. So we're just going to keep scything as we go through. See, my Bone Armor stacks dropped right there, and I procced. That's really, really bad. So a couple things happened when I procced. One, my Simulacrum went away. It killed it. It sacrificed it to keep me alive, it looks like. There's a conduit pylon on here, and I'm going to throw a map up so you guys can see the correct way to go. But as soon as I can get my Simulacrum back out, I want to do that. That's a really bad thing to proc. And like I said, the reason I proc is because I stopped paying attention to my Bone Armor stack. So don't be me. Don't do that. Up to the north here is a dead end, it looks like. So we don't want to go that way. I didn't see any elites starting to spawn, so I turned around and ran back. I want to get maximum benefit of this conduit pylon here. Again, Bone Armor stacks, guys. Number one. Keep pressing your number 1. My Simulacrum is almost off cooldown. I can almost get him back as we go into this next level. Bye-bye, Shadow Clone. It was nice knowing you. We got a new Simulacrum out. He may not have sacrificed himself either. I'm mixing up my Necro sets at this point. I didn't spend a lot of time looking over this set. I just saw the basic way to play it is the Bone Spear, Scythe, and then keep your armor up. But we know we got him now because I just cast him again, so it should be easy mode. Again, just keep track of that Bone Armor. Your Bone Armor actually does some pretty damn good damage too. So if you have a bunch of enemies, if you can get a bunch of enemies rounded up and then you can bone armor on top of them, you'll actually just go ahead and kill them that way too. We can test it on a champion or an elite if we can get one and actually have it off cooldown. Let's see what we can find here. So as I run through the rift, we have bone armor up, so we'll see if we can hang on to it for a second or two until we find a blue pack or two, and then we'll see if we can use it. Here's one right here. Let's see what happens. Nah, it didn't kill him. It did some damage to him, but it didn't kill him. So it does one-shot most of the trash though. So again, we're going through the rift. On the first level, we had the conduit pylon. On the second level, we haven't had any pylons yet so far. Here's the as I say that, there's a shield pylon that just popped up. So this rift just got super easy. You still want to keep your bone armor stacks for your Scythe of the Cycle weapon that you have equipped. So again, mine are about to drop off right now. I was spamming it to make sure I got that. Those 15 stacks. So just make sure you have some bone armor stacks to keep your damage up from your Scythe of the Cycle. And should be pretty darn easy. Keeping on going through. We almost got Rift Guardian spawn. We need one more elite, one more anything, and we have them. And then I'll pull the map up of level 2 after we kill this guy. Looks like we spawned the Rift Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and run up this way. It's going to kill my timer a little bit, but I kind of just wanted you guys to see what the map looked like. So level complete, 357 on the first blind run. That's not too bad. And that's it, guys. Challenge Rift 184 complete. Use your bone armor, use your simulacrums. Super easy peasy. You guys want to catch more of me, you can catch me on twitch.tv/the Pchild, streaming Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. Come check it out. Also going to have some YouTube videos coming up in the not so distant future covering my reviews of Diablo Immortal. But I will catch you guys next week with Challenge Rift 185. Thanks for watching. Peace.